Okay, so for Unit 0, Lesson 1, we're going to be answering the question, how can you classify the different number sets, and how does it affect the square root? So we have our notes set up in Cornell note format, and the first thing I'm going to do is give you some definitions. So the first definition is of integers. Integers are all numbers without decimals. So they can be positive or negative, and I've listed them on the number line up here. So -5 is an integer, -4 is an integer, 0 is an integer, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So it's numbers, positive or negative, that do not have decimals. All right, the next definition is what is a whole number. Whole numbers are not integers, and I think that's a common misconception. Whole numbers are the numbers without decimals, and this is the important part, are greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so whole numbers are numbers without decimals, but they are greater than or equal to 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those are whole numbers. Negative numbers are not considered whole numbers. All right, so let's define the natural numbers then. Natural numbers are numbers without decimals that are greater than 0. So whole numbers and integers include 0. Natural numbers means numbers that don't have decimals but are greater than 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way to infinity, but not 0. So apparently 0 is an unnatural number. We're also going to talk about rational numbers. A rational number is any number that you can rewrite as a fraction. So any number that can be written as a fraction is a rational number. But remember, decimals and fractions are the same thing. You can rewrite a fraction as a decimal and so on. So if a rational number is in decimal form, so we're just talking about if it's in decimal form, it is either considered terminating or repeating. Okay, so terminating means that the number stops. So for example, 1.23, and that's it. Repeating means that the decimal repeats. So it can be 1.23232323, and so on and so forth, all the way to infinity. Okay? Integers are rational because they can be written as n over 1. So for example, the number -3 is a rational number because it can be rewritten as -3 over 1. So integers are rational numbers because they can be rewritten as a fraction form by just putting it over 1. Okay? So decimals, if they are terminating or repeating, are rational. Integers are rational. And fractions are rational. Okay? So example 1, we have -17 over 31, and we want to say which set this belongs to. So when I'm going through this, I'm looking at my definitions that we've done so far, and just kind of eliminating what this number does or does not belong to. So because this is a fraction, does it belong to the set of natural numbers? The answer is no, because natural numbers are just 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So we can also eliminate integers, because integers are -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And we can also eliminate whole numbers, because those are 0, and so on. But this is a fraction. And it says up here that a rational number is any number that you can rewrite as a fraction. So -17 over 31 is a rational number. So this is a rational number. Okay. What about 23? When we go through our list, the first one on our list was integers, and those are numbers without decimals. Does 23, is it a number without decimals? Yeah, so 23 is an integer. The next set of numbers was whole numbers, and those are numbers without decimals that are 0 or bigger. Is 23 0 or bigger? Yes, so it's also a whole number. And it's bigger than 0, so it's also a natural number. And then last one is it a rational number? Can integers be rational numbers? Yes, because this is the same as 23 over what? 1. Over 1. So this is also a rational number. So really, you are just putting each one into its category. So what I want you guys to do is to list, and you can talk with your neighbors about this, what sets is 0 fall into? Keep going. Okay, 0, is it an integer? Yes. Yep. I'm going to abbreviate integer to int. Is it a whole number? Yes. So it's also a whole. Is it a natural number? No. No. Is it a rational number? Yes. 0 over 1 is a rational number. Does that make sense? Okay. The last one I want to show you is 4.581. Does this fall into integer, whole number, or natural number? No. Why? Because it has decimals. But does the decimal go on forever and ever and ever? No, it stops. So it is a terminating decimal. Are terminating decimals rational numbers? Yes. So this only falls in the rational number category. Okay?